Welcome back, guys. Going to the second hour here. Adam, you found some fun rules.
Yeah, so in Shadowrun, there are rules for such exciting substances as Nova Coke. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna use the break to look this up. So while you're wrecked on Nova Coke, you get a +1 to your reaction, +1 to your charisma, and +1 to any perception test that you make. You have pain resistance, equivalent to that of an adept with the first level of the power. So you can ignore like 1 die of penalties due to injuries. The drug's duration is 10 minus body hours to a minimum of 1 hour. After it wears off, your charisma is reduced to 1, and your willpower is reduced by half for an
I think
equivalent
that's my
duration.
favorite part. Is that like once
we get to see drunk, hungover.
once the whole like high experience of it is over, she just looks like haggard. Like her
like,
charisma
yes!
is just nothing.
I mean, you're gonna like rip through the mission. Everything's gonna be great, and then it will not be so great in 4 hours.
It's gonna be like one of those 20 years after mugshots, like before math.
Yeah, when the police capture you, I'll make sure they take the mugshot more than 4 hours. More than 4 hours from now, but not as many as 8. Okay. So, yeah, keep in mind you have those changes to your character sheet temporarily. As you run back to Crusher, who's doing the detonation? Is that Crusher or is that you? It's going to blow the...
Is there skill involved?
You know, you just press a button.
Don't you have demolitions anyway?
Yes, I do. That's why I was asking if there's skill
Oh,
involved.
okay.
I feel like I would have had it, right?
Yeah, you have, well... No, you're fucking coked out of your mind. I don't give you any charge. I keep it.
All right. Well, I run back like this, by the way.
Okay. You like Rhodey run over to us? Okay.
Brody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gears of War is just ingrained that in my skull.
I know. It's the only thing I remember from that game. There's some
Did
stuff,
they
but
create
mostly-
that term, Rhodey run? Like, that's the only version of it I know.
Either they created it or it's so well like imposed into their marketing that I think that the military like took it from them or something.
Maybe.
Like, no, because like maybe the military, but I don't remember from that.
Maybe.
But yeah, so you're gonna jog efficiently towards Crusher.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
right.
Okay. You get to me and tell me it's fine or it's set up.
Job set up.
You want to blow it?
Yeah, give it to me.
I just like slide. All right. I guess I just like toss you the not diffuser, the
Detonator.
detonator. Yes.
Yeah.
It's just a button that or it's just like a. Just a big. It looks like a GG button, but it's red.
Oh, okay. Then I go like this instead.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you hit the button. There's a huge explosion. While that's about like right before that happens, so you're like you bring your hand up and you go to blow it. In the bubble, in the smoke bubble, inside the vaposphere. So breakdown. This was the one with it's their last job. This one, the one that pulled the door off, right?
No.
Oh, is the other one? Okay, so you
that
still
I
have
would
two.
still have
but-
two.
yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So it wrenches the door, throws it aside, and then just looks at you, kind of like, "Yep, it's done."
And like right after that is when suddenly the gunfire stops, right?
Yeah, and then the gunfire stops. It's like, when the
Okay.
gun-
So after like a second of like, oh my God, they're not shooting at us anymore. I just yell to everybody like, get ready to go through the door. I'm going to drop the barrier.
Does everyone, as in like Crusher and them, hear you?
No. This is
I mean,
us.
yeah,
in the
but you have
Okay.
your comms if you want to.
Okay.
If you want Crusher and them to hear.
Yeah, I think we
Okay,
should
that's
definitely
true.
tell them.
Since we have comms, I'll be like, they've stopped shooting, so we're going to go into the building.
Yeah, no, they stopped shooting because I shot them.
Oh, great. Good. Thank
Yeah.
you.
No, you're welcome for that.
All right, we open the door. The door is open. We have access into the building.
Can you wait maybe 2 minutes? We can be inside very soon. Knight's ass, blow it. She's not blowing anything. Well, she is, but look, we're gonna blow the side of the building. All right,
I
and we're
thought I
just gonna
already
walk
blew
in.
it.
Yeah, like your hand is up, and I think when you say like, "Can you wait 2 minutes? We're gonna be," and then you hammer the button. And
Don't worry
you
about that
hear-
explosion. That was us.
That was
How
me.
close
Oh,
is that
me.
to us?
No, it's around the corner. The whole building like shakes
thank
and
God.
like, yeah, you hear the explosion. It blows the glass out, and then you, Knight's Ass and Crusher, you can run for the hole that's now blown open in the wall.
Yeah, I start running. I don't know if Night Task does. And then I'm like,
Nice.
by the way, there's another group here. I don't know if they're friendly with the gods that we just shot. Don't really know much about them, but just letting you know there might be another group of people that we run into that maybe aren't out there to kill us. But we'll find out when that time comes. I'll be inside in a couple seconds.
Okay. All right. So I guess we can probably cut to while the chaos outside is still happening, while they're like trying to like get back up from getting shot at, and while the guards on the other side are dealing with that, y'all can get inside into the building, and it's like eerily quiet inside compared to how it is outside. So, outside there was the machine gun fire, there was the alarm and everything. Inside, all that's playing over the speakers is like just a repeating message from like a very calm like woman's voice that just says, all guests are required to go back to their room during quarantine. All guests are required, and just repeating that over and over.
and over.
And there's like some faint piano playing underneath it, like some new agey piano. And you're standing in the basically like there's like a galleria on the first floor. And from here there's like a directions, like a little like model of the lake and the buildings around it, one of those little like kind of plastic scale models. And there's a hologram that's kind of flickering and seems to be sort of damaged, that would normally be describing what each thing is. There's a little interactive display like you'd see in a museum. And from here you can see kind of like an indoor like a sort of nature scene, like an artificial nature scene of some like boulders and a little like pond with some water, rushing over it. It'd be very placid if you hadn't just run out of a gunfight.
Is there a Night Sass scene, like at a concert with a bunch of people in the crowd?
No, there's unfortunately no Knight's Ass concert stage here. Maybe you
okay.
imagine one, but
I could have
Yeah.
sworn like I saw one out of the corner of my eye. So
yeah, you see someone in a picture that looks like you. Yeah, and then from here, like the direction system is broken. There's also a reception desk kind of in the middle, where employees would sit, and there's off to one side there's an area that says like guests only, flickering above a door, set of double doors.
And we see that like as we go in.
Yeah, you come in and you have this like sudden moment of like quiet, basically, where it stops being like
Right.
total
I mean the
chaos.
door. So is that the only option that we see?
Yeah, it leads into another part of the facility. This is just sort of like a greeting area.
Okay.
Can we just?
The-
I'll
Did
just
we
try
come
to
through
open
the
the
back
door.
door? Or we
Yeah,
just
you
didn't
did.
know? Okay.
Yeah, but there isn't really like the whole area is sort of open concept. There isn't really a like back or
I
front
gotcha.
necessarily.
Okay. A sneeze?
There it is.
Sorry.
Chew.
Um,
That was in character, right?
totally.
I guess I
Break
look
down.
over it.
There's plastic in here.
Yeah. Blood
Oh.
shoots out of my nose from before.
And there's only the one door?
Yeah.
All right. Is
Try
there
to just open it.
security? Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's no internal security. The place looks like they wanted to protect people. Once you get inside, the problem is going to be them following you in.
Okay. All right. I run over to the door and I like peek it open.
Okay. So you run over. It's got a mag lock on it. It's got like a badge reader, so you can't just go in. It's got windows like in the door. You see a long sort of plain looking hallway. There appear to be paintings on either side of the wall. It's on emergency lights. There's an elevator at the end of the hall.
If it's a badge reader, can I try to use electronics to get through?
Yep. Yeah, you can just try to hotwire it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's
so
do
you get down and start doing that. While that's happening, Gavin says, Go-Kart says to you, Crusher.
Wait,
he's
has
like,
he been here the entire time?
Yep.
Okay.
wait, who?
Go-Kart. he says to you, Crusher. He's like, those council military outside, they're not going to be able to come in. This is corporate territory, but they're going to make getting out real difficult, especially if they work with those goons with the machine gun.
So what you're saying is we need to fly out of here?
Kind of looks. He's like, unless there's a rocket ship buried under this facility, I don't see that being a possibility. I see he's looking way up at you.
Well, I mean, we could just call someone to come pick us up in a. I have friends that have attack helicopters, Gavin.
I'm imagining that Crusher's suit was just an Iron Man suit this whole time.
just like
Puts his cyber arms down and just flies away. Yeah, I think Gavin's like, getting an attack helicopter into council space is going to be tricky at best and a total mess at worst. I mean, if your friends are going to come rescue us, that's great, but let's try to get this mission done first. I'm just saying, it's going to be hard to get out.
Okay, yeah, no, I got you, Gavin. Where are you, where are the fucking, your little friends? The,
He's
King
like,
Kong or whatever the fuck the names are.
he points up. He's like, perimeter security, keeping an eye on the troops outside.
Okay, what are they doing out in the front? I took the gunner out. Is it already operable again?
He shakes his head. He says, no, I think you hit it pretty hard. They don't look like they're trying to repair it. They've got a medic on site now. One guy got hit pretty bad. I can't see much else from here.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess come down with us, Gavin, because I don't want them rushing in here. Then you're just going to be dead for no reason. It seems kind of like a waste of life. I just like scratch my chin as I'm thinking that.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Yeah. I'm going to put some C4 down over here by the door. I'm not going to arm it or anything, but it might keep them at bay. Maybe they see it, think that it's
You
armed
want me
or
to
something.
get that for you, Crusher?
No, you can stay the fuck away from my C4. You cracked out coke addict, all right? By the way, she did coke. I just want everyone to know this, that Knight's ass was just doing drugs while we're on the mission. I don't understand it at all, but...
Thought you all were dead.
there's like a flicker
only
on
way to
my
cope.
face of like mom-like concern, and then I like clamp down on it.
I
Man.
seem to remember one other individual of our group who brought drugs in at some point.
Hold on,
Very
Bonbon, was that during a mission? No, it
nonchalantly
actually
and-
wasn't during a mission, so this is a little bit different situation.
It was
all right?
during the preparation for a mission, which is just as bad.
I will
I'm
actually
just
talk
pointing
louder
out-
than you in this current situation, so you're going to lose the conversation.
Can we all focus on what we're
yeah,
doing?
yeah, I will break down. I'm going to go put this
keep
C4
figuring
down.
out the thing. You put down the C4.
I'm gonna bust through this.
Is there
fucking
any
All right,
indication?
card reader.
Is there any indication to me that Bonbon messed up the hack?
No.
Okay, fuck. Never mind. I go over and put the C4
All right, well,
stuff down.
we'll give Bonbon an opportunity to mess up right in front of you. Bonbon, you want to make that electronics roll?
Sure, I'd be
Okay.
happy to.
This is a rating 8 secure device, so target number is 8.
Okay.
Close.
Oh,
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? I saw its second dice roll. I'm like, well, at least there's one success.
Your sweet, sweet karma sustains me, wheat.
Yeah, well, I get.
So you
one.
got the thing cracked open, your little toolkit
Yeah,
in there, and you're like
yeah.
flicking the wires together. Do you
Karma.
wanna spend the karma or roll?
I'm gonna karma.
Okay.
I am.
Okay.
I am. Now, no, never mind. Never mind. There
Adam,
be
what seems
there
like
be
an-
no hacking pool.
Oh, are you going to keep rolling, Wheat? Are you done?
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
woo!
There you are. Okay. So it doesn't seem to work. It just like beeps red, and it's like error, and then you're like, shit, and like cut a different wire, and then the error goes away, and the door clicks open. They slide open.
The only thing you left out of there is when I looked over at Crusher and then cut the wire and it flipped open.
But what you don't know is that I'm bent over, so you're just staring at my ass as I'm on the C4 on the ground. And maybe I just
Yeah,
reach back
yeah,
and like
typical.
scratch it as I'm just
Typical.
putting the C4 down.
Right, you look over to throw a dirty look at Crusher, and his pants are like hanging down off his butt, and he's scratching his head.
Yeah, I've got C4 crack, all right?
Perfect.
C4
Which I
crack.
take a picture of.
Yeah, so you
later
just like
on.
no scope wire cut of that
Shadowlands.
thing, and
Adam, I didn't write down how much C4 that I brought. Do you want me to just roll a random number? And that's how much I
yeah.
have.
How many did you use? You used like a fair bit last time.
We used 4 out front. We
Mhm.
used two
Used
to get in.
one.
Used one to get in
Yeah.
just now. So that's 5 total.
Yeah.
Can I double as a C4 pack mule?
That sounds like a really great idea. Yeah, give Night Sass a bunch of C4 to carry around.
Yeah, I just give you a bunch of C4 and condoms, and you just start eating it.
All right. Well, let me see with C4 because yeah, if you didn't specify how much you have,
Whatever's the only reason I was saying is
yeah, I just
I've
want to make sure
been-
that if you run out, then it makes sense.
Yeah, I've just been using it. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna go put some
I just got
C4 on there.
C4. It's fine. Okay, well, the C4, a block of C4 weighs 1 kilogram. So you've used like 6 kilos, so like whatever, 14 pounds or whatever worth.
Yeah.
So let's say you've got 5 more. You have 5 more like blocks of it, 5 more kilograms of C4.
Okay. Then I'm putting 2 on the ground, so we have 3 left.
Blunk, blunk. Okay, outside the entrance to the
I also make their appearance very noticeable, and maybe I do just arm them. Because what the
Yeah, so
fuck's
they're
the
just
difference
blinking-
between an
blinking
unarmed
red.
C4 and an armed C4, right? Like, they can't go off unless I detonate them.
Yeah, they're electrically
Yeah, you can't
stimulated.
shoot C4 to make it explode, so at least I don't think you can.
It's a lot. You have a lot of. I mean, you carry around a lot of armament. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't shoot it there. I mean, you could run a current through it, but that's whatever. That's how they would try to get rid of it. But it'll hold them back for sure.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you set up the bombs. You've beep, beep, opened the open the doors. You can get in now. So you can actually see with the doors open. There's like a T intersection where the elevators are at the far end. And then there's signs above the elevator that point to left and right that say on them, like one says salon, one says like All Faiths Chapel. The other side says like sauna and sweat lodge and self-improvement library. And there's also a administration pointed in one direction off to your right.
Break down
Or-
any
Or
idea.
you can get in the elevator, but the elevator also seems securely locked.
Break down any idea where Javier might be. You remember anything specifically?
I just kind of cut Crusher off, and I'm like, I need to find a terminal. You know, I know there's going to be one in administration, but I have this feeling that if I go to the library, I can find a terminal there and just backdoor in because it's got to be on the network.
You want us to go with you? You good alone? What? How long is this gonna take?
I mean, what's the other option? You just like aimlessly wander the halls looking for Javier?
Can't
No,
break down, float around, and find him real fast. As Santa comes.
It might. I would suggest that you at least escort me to the library.
Hold
and see
on.
if I
Night's
can.
Ass just had a fantastic. This is the best. Night's Ass, you gotta do more coke. This is an amazing idea. Breakdown. Just fly the fuck around and find this person. You can just go up and down and all around, right? It takes like you could already have done this while I'm talking.
Okay.
All right, well then let's do that at the library where she can do her astral thing and I can hack and you can guard.
No, I
then
saw
we
that.
will-
That's the Library of Self-Improvement. Don't get stuck there, Breakdown. I know that's what you're fucking interested in.
Night's Ass, you have now actually been promoted to Coke Ass. That's your new name is Coke Ass. It's a different personality and I like it, Coke Ass.
I just
And you know, it's really great to have friends who are like, I like you better when you're on cocaine.
It's like
You
the
know,
biggest
like
enabler.
I really like you when you're high as shit. That's no, do that. Just do cocaine more. Thanks.
to the rock lobster, the rock
Yeah.
monster, who has 2 things left.
Yes.
His next one I'm going to say is guard my body, and then just like sit next to his feet and just leave my body.
Okay. So when you do
Well,
when you
well,
emerge
go ahead.
from your body, the land spirit like picks you up and kind of like its arms can like pull you towards it, and it's like rocks kind of like form around you. So it's like just kind of like a vaguely egg-shaped thing with like big stumpy legs that has like formed around Breakdown. So you can't really even see Breakdown anymore. It's encased in stone.
Wow.
And then I guess oh God, I'm scared to do this. I'll float around. I'm gonna float around.
Just check things out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It doesn't seem particularly like there's nothing unusual. It's not like you get assaulted by spirits or anything. You see the resort. There seems to be some kind of like ambient like calming spell built into the place that you could analyze if you had some time. But there's definitely like some kind of general magic in the area.
How long, since I know that I'm operating in like super fast time, how long would it take me to sort of speculate on the spell?
What are you trying to do? Like you want to just like analyze what spell it is? You want to sense the spell?
I guess so.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it would take a little bit of time. It depends on how many successes you get if you're trying to go fast. It would take minutes, I guess, is the thing, not seconds. Because while you can move,
I'll try to find Javier first.
Okay.
I think.
Right. So you want to just swoop around the building looking for anyone else who might be around?
Yeah, just trying to. I want to swoop around until I start to see something that is reminiscent to me from being in that guy's mind.
Okay, you're just like flying around looking for something familiar.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So make a intelligence test for me. Just target number 4.
I can't add to it at all, right?
No.
Okay. Target 4.
Yeah, please.
1 success.
1. Okay. All right. I think the library is the only place that looks familiar to you. And when I say library, it's like a cyberpunk library. So it's a row of terminals with computers laid on the at each terminal, and they have electrodes for non-matrix users to like put on their heads and like virtual reality gloves. And then there behind it there is like shelves, but the shelves all contain like tiny little crystalline like data sticks that you would plug into either the computer or into a Skillsoft deck. This place definitely feels familiar. You remember you pull up a memory from that guy. You definitely remember seeing Javier sitting in one of these, undergoing some kind of cyber education or something with someone in a white lab coat, talking to him and nodding, but you were walking past the entrance to the library. So you have a vague memory from that guy of Javier being here, but
Okay.
you don't know where he's been here before. That's all you know.
Okay. So have I basically like swooped all over inside at this point?
Yeah, so you also see the salon, which is, as I described it, it's kind of a hippie-ish, like new agey, like personal care center with like little baths and like mineral salts and stuff everywhere. And you see the chapel, which is kind of a generic churchy-looking building, or room rather. The library, as I described it, and then the sauna/sweat lodge is definitely the source of that spell, and it's magical in and of itself. Someone has spent time to magically cleanse and prepare this place for ritual spell use.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then at this point, can I analyze the magic then?
Yes, if you'd like to take time to do that. Sure.
I think I would like to. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have magical theory, right?
I do.
Okay.
What would my target number be?
Are you trying to? So the sweat lodge is the source of this magic that's emanating out throughout the building. What, I guess, are you trying to find out? What is it? What is the actual magic doing? Or actually, you know what? Just roll target number 4. The more success you get, the more I'll tell you.
Okay. Target number 4?
Yes, please.
1 success.
Okay. It's not a magician. It's a shaman. You can't
Okay.
tell what their totem is. That's obscured. There's vague shamanic magic here. It may involve a bound spirit because it's being maintained but it's no connection. You can't see normally, like if you're holding a barrier spell in astral space, there's magic flowing through you into the barrier, but there's a spirit that's been tasked to maintain the magic of this place, or broken down and built into it. But there's a spirit causing that spell to happen, but you can't tell what the totem of the summoner is.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I don't think that there's anything else that I would want to do, really. I don't. Okay. I'm just going to go back to my body then.
Okay.
How fast does that happen?
The actual travel and the flying around, it's pretty fast. It's like speed of thought. You can go pretty fast, pretty far. But the actual stopping to like examine things and analyze, that takes about as long as it would in real life. So Breakdown is out of body for maybe 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. It's been a while.
Yeah. So during that 5 minutes, what's everybody else doing? Go-Kart is on high alert, right? But mostly not present, right? Eyes kind of closed or rolled back, looking through his drones. What are you doing, the rest of you?
I'm getting anxious to find a terminal, but I'm just waiting patiently for Breakdown to come out.
All right.
I'm kind of on a high alert too. Like I'm using my drone, and I'm assuming that like the sounds around me are amplified. And I'm really hoping that Breakdown doesn't come back a better person.
Okay. All right, so just on hold for now. Okay. All right. So you wait the 5 minutes, and then the spirit rumbles a little, and then its kind of egg-like cavity opens up, and you can see little Breakdown in there, in the fetal position, kind of wake up.
Yo, did you find him? Breakdown, you there?
Sorry.
So Breakdown is just kind of coming to the inside of the spirit. Is
Coke ass,
all,
get
like,
us some
grassy,
Coke. We
this,
need him to wake up quick. We need him on edge.
Nature.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like crawl out of his arms and whatever else, and I say I couldn't find him, but the library is here. There's also like a weird spell. I couldn't get a whole lot, but there's some sort of a spell that's supposed to make you feel relaxed and kind of at peace. So if that affects how we go about this mission, and maybe we don't seem quite as alert, it could just be the spell. But if you want to find somewhere to hack into, the library is going to be the place. There's tons of terminals there.
All right. Well, I mean, Bonbon's got to be jacking it all day. So
All right, let's
go.
go. I just start heading for the library.
Don't ever fucking say things when I say them at the same time. All right? That was my idea, you fucking stealer. Start walking off towards the library.
Okay, you want to head off to the
I'm already-
self-improvement library?
Yeah.
We're like walking side by side because we just leave at the same time.
You're trying to
Yeah,
speed walk.
like if I see you walk a little bit in front of me, I just take a longer step and I'm like, yeah, beat that short stack.
Awkward, just all elbows and speed walking.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so you go down the hallway, and you come into the library as I described it to Breakdown. There's the chip storage cabinets and all the different all the consoles. There's about a dozen of them.
Well, do your thing. Hopefully you're fast
I
as
just run
Breakdown.
up. I just run in and go.
Okay.
Now, okay, I don't think there's anything I can use immediately to mask myself. So, okay, yeah, I want to go in.
Okay. So you're gonna, I guess you sit down and you want to plug your deck into one of the terminals and just see what the network looks like when you get in.
Right, or can I use one of the terminals?
Well,
Like
yeah,
my-
you could just plug into the terminal, but that's going to give you like end user interface. You don't want that.
Well, right, but if it's connected, then I should be able to get out, right?
Yeah, it wasn't so much that, but it's like logging in as a user, not as a admin.
I gotcha. Okay, yeah, then yes.
Okay. All right. So you take out the plug and put your deck in, and it dumps you into the network. and you're outside the network, and it looks like this entire subnet has been encased in a big glass bubble that's keeping traffic out. The system is locked down from here. You can try to break it. It's just a standard barrier ice.
Okay. I absolutely go through. In fact, before Bonbon even thinks, her bonbons start acting, which is a little weird, but it happens.
Excellent. All right. It's not the bon. You don't control the bonbons. The bonbon control you.
Apparently, yeah. There's
All right.
that moment. Yeah.
So you got to kill it. You got to kill it with barrier, or with a. It's a barrier, so you got to kill it with a combat.
Attack. Right.
Yeah.
Program.
It can't fight back, but it is just going to be a question of how long it takes to get 10 successes. So you can roll, and every round you roll, it's a round in real life and a round in the Matrix. And as soon as you hit it, it's going to alert the rest of the subsystem.
As soon as it hits.
As soon as you start hitting the barrier with your combat program, it'll alert the rest of the system that there's like a breach, just like malicious code running. Right. The other thing you can do with barrier is try to sleaze your way past it if you have sleaze.
I don't have sleaze.
All right, so it's just going to be brute force your way through the barrier.
Brute force that shit.
Okay. All right. So roll your attack program. Target number for this subnet is 4.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure. So that would be. Okay. All right. Got it. Got it. Target number 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Fucking that is how you do that shit. 1 hack and pull. Boom. 10 successes. Bring that shit home.
There you go.
Do we just see like Bonbon's eyes light up as if they were LEDs, and he just?
Oh my god,
she
that was
just-
an amazing roll.
Yeah. Well, the great thing is that this is why Bonbon never gets any respect, is that from the inside. So from the inside, there's like, the huge crystal sphere starts to shatter and like fall all around Bonbon after this assault of color and light. And outside, all we have is just Bonbon staring at the deck, and the machine just makes like a hard drive noise. Cause like, so, yep.
Maybe I'm just telling a story. I could probably do what Bonbon does. I mean, it's not that fucking special.
Everybody remember this roll for when it comes time for MVP. That's probably the best roll we've had in the whole game.
That is the best roll we've had in the whole.
10 straight successes on 10 dice. That's beautiful. So so here's the thing. It doesn't even have a chance to react. So this ice is actually, it's not just a barrier. It's gray ice. It's a tar baby. But it doesn't even have a chance to trigger. Normally what happens is you hit it and it responds by locking you in. It would have just like shot tendrils into you and grabbed you. But instead it just crumbles. It just blows apart. So you have access to this panel. You can see the dozen or so glowing terminals of the consoles laid ahead of you. Each terminal is connected to a central processing unit that processes the data that comes from them and then shunts it into the data store that you saw before.
Okay, so I see sort of my destination, if you will, through some sort of centralized library CPU.
Yeah.
And so what happens if I just go ahead and move into that area?
You want to go straight to the data store? You have to go through the CPU and then
right. If I move into the CPU that is flowing into the data store, what do I counter?
Okay, yeah. So you can gain access to the CPU. Make a just make a computers test. Target number 5. You need 3 successes.
Okay.
And you can use your software.
Okay. All right. Then let's go 7. And they said 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, target number 5. You need 3 successes to be able to access the CPU from where you're at.
Three successes.
Okay, there you go. Just hacking the shit out of this thing. Okay.
Hacking it.
So you blow through, and you get into the CPU, and it looks like it's all shut down right now, but you can see that while the consoles are meant to run, they're just meant to run these SimStim programs. What also happens is that a lot of like information gets siphoned from the user into the CPU, processed by its subprocessors, and then shunted into the data store, and the data store stores all of this information that gets pulled from them. It's also meant to be masked on the user end, so they don't realize that data is being recorded and shunted out.
So if it's inactive, am I just sort of like going through this as a as sort of like I haven't been noticed yet at all?
Yeah, no,
As far as I know.
this subsection of the network seems to be shut down. They're protecting a different part of the network. This one was just locked down when you.
So does that mean I'm unable to go to the storage from here?
The data store does have a big wall between you and it from here.
Okay. And that's just because they've shut it off for the time being.
Yeah.
Okay. But can I get through this wall?
Yeah.
Is it just another barrier, or?
Yeah, it could be. It might be another trap ice. It might be a pit or a trace.
Okay. Well, I'm a hacker and I must hack, so let's
All right.
fucking hit it.
Get in at it. Okay.
Yeah. What do I need to?
So same roll as before. If you don't have sleeves, you gotta just try to knock the barrier down.
Okay. So let me just make it clear in terms of like my pool and what I have remaining. Am I on a new, since I moved modes, did my hacking pool reset? I used 2 dice to move. So do I have 6, or do I?
Yeah,
actually
you have your
a full
pool minus 2. Yeah.
Okay, so I have 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going for it again. So I'm going to add my entire pool.
This barrier is a bit harder. This is going to be turn number
shit.
6. Yeah.
Oh, what was the last one? 5. Okay.
Last one was 4.
Okay. I'm still using my entire pool on 1. And this is 6, you said?
Yeah.
Don't fuck it up.
7. Well, I mean, I'm probably not going to get on 1 roll, but I'm trying to think. I need 10 successes, so.
It's not the same as
I'm
the last
karming
time.
that one. I'm actually going
That's
to
a good
karma
call.
that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's worth the karma on that one.
It's a lot of ones there, man.
So I'm going to only roll 12.
That's a lot of ones.
Dude.
So much karma.
Oh my god.
Did you just get
Tell
one?
us his true amount.
Why did it it rolled but then it stopped?
Yeah, it's okay. You got another success.
You got another success, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You got a 16.
Oh, I see. It didn't. I just didn't see the door.
Okay, so you got 2. Do you want to roll again, or do you want to spend 2 for a bot success? You got to get 10 to knock this thing down.
I know. I'm gonna spend 1 more karma.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 1 more karma. Oh
That's
shit.
better.
Nice.
Okay,
Three,
so 5
5?
successes total.
Okay. So when you attack this ice, it crashes itself, and it's gonna take the utility that you were using with it. So what happens is you start to barrage the barrier, and it instead of the wall cracking like a solid object, when you hit it with the bonbon beams, it falls. It kind of just like falls in like one of those like bad graphics of a black hole, and it starts pulling all the color out of the bonbons until they're just like kind of coughing out little sparks. Your attack program crashes on the outside. Like everybody watching this, you see the what kind of deck do you have?
I have a Fuji Cyber 4.
Okay, so you see the Cyber 4, the alarm lights blink a bunch of times, some sparks go and like shoot out of one of the ports. And there's some smoke that comes out of the side of it. And you can see, like, now your attack program is basically just like fucked for now until you can like unslot it or recode it. It sacrificed itself to take it down. The barrier's down, but you can't attack anymore. You're basically in the dungeon with no sword.
And what happened to the deck last time? Or
It was just a bunch of alarms were going off.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So, hypothetically, though, I have access to the store and could get information and get out.
Yes, you could get into the store, but if there's any ice there waiting for you, you're defenseless against it. And if they have black ice in there, that's your literal ass on the line.
And I can't use deception in any way?
Oh, you can. Yeah, you can use anything but your attack program.
It would be so fucking stupid for me to go in there without an attack program.
Yeah. The bonbons are all like black and white and kind of looking sad.
All right, check this out. I have access to this node, right?
You have access to you've broken down the barrier between the CPU you're in now and the data store. Yeah.
Right. And within the data store, there's like a bunch of what you said. There's like a bunch of modules with all sorts
huge
of different
glowing
information.
towers. Yeah, huge glowing towers of that sweet data.
I want to pull data, whatever data. It could be the janitor's schedule. I don't care, from whatever.
You want to just grab
that
the
closest-
garbage file?
Like no, yeah, literally. Like I'm just gonna go in and grab what I can and get out.
Okay. So
And when I say grab what I can, I'm being serious in that I want to literally enter the node and like the closest data to me, that's what I'm grabbing.
Sure. Yeah.
And then I'm out.
All right. So what's the IO speed of your deck?
It is 20.
Okay. All right. So that's how many like units of data, mega pulses that you can grab per turn. Okay. All right. So you pass through where the ice shattered, fly your way into the system. There's just like pay data everywhere, and I think that before we cut back to the others, you can see, and maybe Bonbon doesn't even notice this, but we can see these sort of vaguely like shark-like silver shapes like moving towards you through the matrix. So meanwhile, outside in the library, what's everybody else doing?
Maybe it just cuts in mid-conversation. So Knight says, how much coke did you actually do?
I did a bump, a rail, another rail.
You're talking to someone who didn't even know what weed was like 2 weeks ago. So what does that mean?
I did some coke crusher. What more do you want to know? You want some? It seems like you want to get in on this.
I'm asking you because it seems like it's a pretty fun thing to do.
I dig into my guitar case and I present.
So Gavin, I think Gavin reaches over and like puts his hand over your hand and is like, "Not right now. This is a very bad idea, Knight's ass. Just put it away."
Hold on, Gavin, what are you, you a cop? You a goddamn cop, Gavin? It's just fucking little drugs.
He looks over you and he blinks. He's like, Listen, man, you're unstable enough as it is. I don't need the guy with the big guns running around half-cocked shooting at things. Like, if you want to party, we party later, please."
Are you a double agent?
The whole time that this is going on, I'm like pacing back and forth, just like looking at Bonbon, like, she's fine. She's fine. She's probably fine, right? She's fine, right?
Yeah.
Like
Smoke is coming out of
Breakdown. You need to
it's
calm
like making
down.
weird beeps. I'm just like, it's fine.
Hey, Breakdown, I think there's a book over here about being a keener. You want me to pass it to you?
Yeah. I'm just like, I don't know what a keener is, but yeah.
So Knight's asked, while this is happening, I mean, this is a like a chip library, and you have a Skillsoft port, right?
Yep.
Okay, so there's a bunch of like Skillsofts here for various things if you want to like pick one up. If there's anything that you feel like taking out of the library.
Well, Crusher's not gonna let me touch his C4 again. Is there any way for me to learn what language they were speaking?
No, but you could check and see if they have language chips if you just want to grab one at random.
And
There's
all I
definitely, like,
know
a
that
language
it's not German.
Yeah.
Is there anything like are all the Skillsofts specific, or is there anything that would be for this compound?
This place probably has a lot of kind of boring knowledge-y ones, like the entire collected works of Eastern philosophy, or yeah, that exactly. 256 habits of highly successful androids. But there's, you're not going to find like helicopter piloting or kung fu, for example. But language would make sense. They would probably have language chips.
I mean, some of them are German. I guess I'll just grab German.
Yeah, you can find your way to the language section. There's basically like a library of most of the kind of popular languages, German being among them.
Guten Tag?
Okay, so you grab the German language, you grab the Deutsch chip, and you slot it in, and then like that we get maybe like a little like progress bar, and when it's finished, now you speak German. As long as the chip is slotted.
All right, done. What's
Okay.
my German name? I know like no German.
Nacht.
Yeah, Nachtsass.
Awesome. All right, so Nachtsauce now speaks German. So yeah, just mark on your character sheet you have a rank 3 German language Skillsoft. It sounds like you don't hear, and Gavin will corroborate this. It sounds like they haven't mounted another assault yet, but he mentions they're getting their business together. They're picking up the weapon. Like you won't have too much longer before they storm the building. At least the Saterkrupp unit. Breakdown, Crusher. Either of you want to do anything? There's only one entrance to the library. There's just the main door you came in.
I guess I asked Gavin if there's anything else going on outside that he's seen.
He shakes his head. No.
Yeah.
He says the other soldiers fell back. They got the GP didn't blow up and pulled away, but they'll be back.
Yeah, I guess we just wait for Bonbon.
All right, Bonbon. So you just want to grab 20 megapulses of whatever nearby data you can get?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see if you can do it faster than the ice can get to you.
Okay.
So just we'll make a decking initiative roll. So roll a d6, and you're going to add your reaction attribute to it.
Okay.
If your deck has increased response, you get +2 per level and an extra 1d6. Does the deck have?
Yeah, so I do. I have a +2 to that.
So you have two levels of increased response?
Yes.
Okay. So you have you're going to roll 3d6, and you're going to add 4 to it, plus your regular reaction attribute.
So 3d6 plus 4 plus 2?
Is your reaction as a character is 2?
My reaction is 5.
Oh, there you go. So 5. So you're going to roll 3d6 plus 9.
Okay. 3d6 plus 9.
Yeah.
And I'm opposing you?
It's just whoever has the highest roll. So I got to roll for the ice. And let's see. That's secure code.
All right, I'm rolling. I'll take. Well, sure. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, max 8 plus. Yeah. Well, the 1.
Okay. What'd you get? 21. Not bad. Okay. Let's see if the ice is faster than you. No, it's not. Okay. So your internal memory.
Wait,
It's not.
what?
That's not the only.
I'm
That's not the only
literally
number
like-
I'm rolling. Yeah,
my
I'm adding a
balls
bunch
are
to
like
that.
getting closer and close. Yeah, and then it's a 2 with 1d6. Thanks, Adam, for that.
These well, no, I
okay.
mean, it's a 2 plus the number I didn't want to tell you so that you won't know for next time.
Okay. So I shouldn't be so relieved. I
Yeah,
see.
I mean, be relieved that you won, but yeah, these sort of shadowy, predatory shapes start to approach you, and they emerge from the ambient space of the Matrix, start to form into vaguely sort of scorpion-like shapes, and start to converge on you as your little bonbon bag fills up and beeps that your memory is full.
All right, this one time, my mom, she told me this story about this cactus that her friend got, and then she just watered the cactus, and she watered it, and, you know, it was a nice little cactus. And then one day she was watering it, and she said, I swear to God, this cactus moved, Mom Bon. And she's like, that's just silly. The cactus didn't move. And then the next day, she went to water and dust the cactus. Suddenly, it burst open, and thousands of little scorpions came out. And ever since my mom told me that story, I fucking hate scorpions. So I'm going to get the fuck out of there as fast as I possibly can.
Awesome. Okay. So you wanna go, I mean, the fastest you possibly can would be to just like jack out, just like yank the cord and be done with it.
I have 20 megs of
Yeah,
data.
20. Your entire onboard hard drive is full of whatever data you could grab from the nearest.
Okay. Yeah, I'm out as quick as I possibly can be. Yeah, because I mean I have no defense. So
Are you gonna pull the plug, or are you gonna just try to go back through the CPU and back out through the IO port?
there's no penalty if I pull the plug, right?
Well, there's dump shock. Or you can see if the ice will chase you out of the system.
Well, I might need my deck again. Dump shock will only
Dump shock
affect
affects
me.
you. Yeah, it's you like barfing and feeling
I'm
like
doing it.
shit.
I'm doing it because I can't at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see what the rules for dump shock are. Haven't used those in a while.
No, dump shock, boys.
It's only happened one other time.
All right. If you get kicked out of the Matrix involuntarily, you are dumped. The rapid cutoff causes disorientation called dump shock. It lasts. Adds +2 to all target numbers except when making unresisted tests. Okay, so you make a test, and the test is willpower against target number 4.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you how long. Well, and then I'll know how long the dump shock lasts.
Okay.
And I'll tell you when you
So
stop.
willpower. There's no pool I can pull from
No,
for this.
you just
right?
roll
Yeah.
pure willpower.
Okay. And target number 4.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be a karma. That'll be a karma that we
Okay,
spend
very
right
well.
there. That was a risk that we took. It's okay. No one saw that roll.
This is when your operating system. There you go. This is
Better?
when your operating system is like,
Okay.
you should probably have turned your brain off before you unplugged it. So I think from outside, suddenly, yeah, Bonbon, instead of kind of like coming back up out of the Matrix like she normally does, you just see her kind of unconsciously like reach over and grab the cord and yank it out, and then fall back sputtering and coughing. And yeah, she looks like someone just punched her in the face. Maybe there's like a little trickle of blood out of her nose. Yeah, and you're not doing so good, but it won't last for very long. You're at +2 to any target numbers. I'll let you know when it wears off.
Okay.
I like
What?
run over to try and help, but I don't know how to help. So I just like, are you okay? Are you okay? What happened?
All right, I got some information. I'm gonna need a second before I can actually look at what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, we got all the time in the world. Just two groups outside, fully armed. No problem. Let's just wait 5 minutes and see what happens.
Crusher?
You know?
Just
All right, well, didn't
Give her a minute.
didn't Breakdown get some information? Like I'm not gonna be very useful for a bit, but we at least should get moving.
Yeah, we don't know where the fuck to go.
Well, are they on this floor? No, then let's go to another floor.
If I walk into that elevator and there's 30 floors on this piece of shit, this mission's over.
Well, this is a small building according to what we know. So it would all have to be underground, which would be an amazing feat. 30 floors underground. It's very possible. There's a powerful organization, but
Didn't I looked all over this building though, right?
All over this floor, yeah.
Oh, I thought that I had looked all over the building.
No, you can't astrally traverse the Earth. It has its own ambient manosphere, and you bounce off the surface.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's an elevator.
You can't go through walls?
So you can go through walls, but not Mother Gaia herself. That's like legit why, because Earth has a spirit. And
open the door and count the
You cannot
floors,
penetrate
Crusher.
the Earth.
All right, yeah, let's. I'm not
If
going to
it's
fin this thing, right?
If it's like 2 floors, then we probably know where we need to go.
Yeah.
Worth checking out.
I open the elevator or I guess do I call the elevator? Is it there? Like what happens when I hit the down button?
you can press the button, press the call button, but the elevator, the little panel says like elevator disabled, emergency condition activated.
Important question.
Yes.
Can the Rock Bros fit in there?
Into the elevator itself. You don't know how big the elevator is on the inside, but yeah. I think they might overwhelm the weight requirements of the elevator with Crusher as well.
Yeah.
And if you want to fall 3 stories, that'd be super cool, but...
Are we at the elevator now? Or am I jumping the gun?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
You're talking about it, but you haven't run over it.
Oh, okay.
No, I guess, yeah, you press the button. Nothing happened between. It's a short hallway. Yeah, you're outside the elevator right now.
Okay, then I'm gonna do what I did before, and on either side of the elevator, like this is like for both of them, their last command is like don't let anyone through on either side.
Okay. So there's only just the one hallway from outside to the elevator, because it's like
there's no one on the other side.
There's a T intersection, right? The elevator is here, and then there's 2 hallways that go this way, and 1 hallway goes this way.
Can it be like here's the T and I angle them like this?
Yeah, I'll draw a little thing for you. So,
Okay.
the hallway goes like this.
Mm-hmm.
Elevator's here.
Right. Can I have
So you
one?
want the rock twins to make like a
one
triangle like that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right, don't let anyone pass. All right, so they'll stay there now until you dismiss them, or until dawn, basically, because when the sun comes up, they crumble.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, they just settle in, block the hallways as best they can, and and now you have this elevator that's not coming.
There's got to be stairs here. Probably just take the stairs. I guess.
Using the stairs, Crusher?
Night S. I just gotta stare at you and just shake my head. Like, we gotta find the stairs. Let's go find the stairs.
All right.
Okay, which way do you want to go? The other way down the hallway?
Is there any informative signs that say, like, stairs?
Yeah, totally. 'Cause there's like emergency stairs, and there's an arrow that it points to the same direction as the salon in the All Faiths Chapel.
Okay.
I think this counts as an emergency, Crusher.
Yeah. All right. Maybe stop doing so much coke, just for the rest of the mission. Let's go find the stairs. What are your rock friends gonna do? They just gotta, you could have them. Can you communicate with them? Like if someone comes out of this elevator, you'll know.
I haven't asked them to do that.
Oh, well, I mean, that
So
might be
no.
kind of useful, because what if we go down and someone comes up, Might be useful. I say this as we're walking down the stairs.
Well, I mean, to get to the stairs, you have to go down the hallway, and you're like, all right, let's go. You turn, and the land spirit just puts its arm up like, fuck no.
God damn it.
Just
God damn it.
stands in the way.
Well, hold on. What the fuck is this breakdown?
I'm sorry. They're very simple.
Just some
Okay.
annoyed grumbling from one of them.
We'll get rid of them.
I don't mean simple in a bad way.
It grumbles again, like, oh, sure you did.
Sorry, I thought we were going to be able to go through the elevator, so I told them not to let anyone through, and so they're not letting anyone through.
We'll just fucking move the... God damn it.
I guess I'll just dismiss that one.
Well, hold on. The other option is we could just open up the elevator's door and just descend down the wire. I mean, we could just do that, right?
Sure.
Yeah, let's just do that. Fuck
Okay.
it. Stay here, Rock Spirit.
God.
I don't know why you're not listening to me. I don't speak your language. Start walking back to the elevator.
Okay.
Just
yeah,
like
the rock
try to
spirits
pull it
aren't.
open.
I mean, they're not dumb, but they're bound to follow your commands, so they're doing exactly what you said. And you turn. You can just pull the elevator open. It's just metal doors. It's not that. Yeah, not that hard. So you get your fingers in there and wrench them open, and yeah, there's a distinct drop into the earth. You'd guess, yeah, probably four floors.
Do they
elevator?
Is the I don't know what you call the inside of the shaft, is it lit?
Yes, there is emergency lighting on the inside.
Okay. What would be the roll to like grab could I grab the elevator wire and just like scale down it?
Yeah, anybody who wants to use the wire to travel up and down the elevator shaft would just need to make an athletics roll.
And the stairs are definitely not accessible.
They're blocked by a land spirit right now. That hallway is.
That whole thing.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, what do you guys want to do? You want to? I'm okay to do this, but I know that probably only Night's Ass could do this. I mean, Breakdown and Bonbon, you're not the athletic type. I'll just be honest. All right.
But so you want us
No,
to wait
I'm not.
here?
No, I'm not saying that, but Breakdown thought it would be a great idea to have these fucking rock spirits block us. So this is kind of the only thing I'm seeing.
I'm sorry.
I didn't say you had to apologize. I'm just saying that I accept your apology.
Great.
Well, why don't you guys go down first?
Yeah, you sound like there's something else you want to say.
And then we'll try to go down after you, and you can catch us if we fall.
Yeah, okay.
That's
yeah.
the literal face I'm making. Just
All right. Well, Night's Ass, you're probably the most successful at this. Go ahead and go first. Let's just go down to the second floor, I guess.
Okay. So you want to try to? Are you going to do that, Night's Ass, or you have some other plan in mind?
I don't have.
It's just one
athletics.
floor down, right? The elevator.
There are several floors. The elevator appears to be at the bottom.
But we don't know how many floors.
Yeah, you can see 3 floors between where you are and the
Okay,
top of the
3.
elevator. The elevator is probably on the 4th floor with its doors open.
So I want to go down.
Yeah, you want
Yes.
to climb down the...
Do I think there's a chance I'll get crushed, or am I too high on coke to care?
That's your call.
Maybe think about it and let's take a break for a little bit.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Think
So
about it.
you're
We'll take a break.
standing on the edge, toes hanging over the 3-story drop, and are like, what do I do?
In your coked out state of mind. There you go. All right, let's take our second break, go into our room, and come back. We'll be right back, guys. More roleplay Mirrorshades coming up. Right after this, we'll see you guys in just a bit.